Hello, my name is Ann Kent. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist and the owner of Peas and Hoppiness. I'm excited to share one of the Meal Guide members' favorite recipes with you today. So today we are making edible peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough. This is a recipe that is so much healthier than you would imagine because it contains a secret ingredient, which are these chickpeas. So I've got ahead and strained these so there's no water in them, and I'm going to add them to my food processor here. So you know, garbanzo beans and chickpeas are the same thing. So if you see one in the grocery store, they are interchangeable. No difference, just a different name. Our next ingredient is all natural peanut butter. So I just wanted to point out the difference between all natural peanut butter and maybe the regular spreadable peanut butter that you've seen in the grocery store. You'll find the creamy peanut butter in the same aisle, in the same place as the other peanut butter. The main difference, sometimes it will say natural. Not all natural peanut butter means that it is truly natural though. So what you're looking for is on the ingredients, you want to turn it around on the back and look for something that has only 2 ingredients. So on this one, I'm looking at it and the ingredients are roasted peanuts and salt. On the little bit more processed peanut butter, the ingredients here are dry roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oils, which include rapeseed, cottonseed, and soybean, salt, and molasses. So you can see that the kind of peanut butter that you don't have to stir, that's the main difference, and you also don't have to refrigerate this kind. You do have to refrigerate and stir the natural peanut butter. This contains some hydrogenated oils and also some sugar in it. So whenever you're using peanut butter in the recipe, I always recommend to use this natural peanut butter because it mixes differently and you'll be able to adjust the amount of sweetness a little bit more. So I've already gone ahead and measured out. We have a 1/2 cup of that natural peanut butter. You can see that it is nice and creamy. I did have to stir it before I measured, which is totally normal. The next ingredient we have is brown sugar. So I've gone ahead and measured this too. We have 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Just gonna scoop that in there. And then we have maple syrup. So if you don't have maple syrup, you could use corn syrup. That would be totally, you could use also just regular pancake syrup, but we're putting in 1/4 cup of this. You don't wanna use all brown sugar because the consistency of the dough won't turn out correct. You do need a little bit of that wet ingredient. So if you don't have pure maple syrup, use just regular pancake syrup instead. It'll help the flavor as well. Okay, next ingredient is vanilla. So I am using some vanilla from a local bakery. It is June Poppies. This is a local Black-owned store which has made her own vanilla because she found that other vanillas just did not meet her specifications of quality. So that's one of the reasons I love working with local store owners. They always really care about quality and they're not about cutting corners. So if you need some vanilla, I dropped a link. Go check out June Poppies and they do ship. So that's super nice. Okay, the last ingredient are chocolate chips, but first we need to blend this. So now that everything is all together, we're going to blend our cookie dough. Okay, we'll check this consistency. Now, when you're making this recipe, you do need a food processor. Other things will not work. So this is looking pretty much like cookie dough. So you can see the texture there is really, really nice. I'm gonna maybe blend this, I'm gonna stir it just a little bit to make sure we've got all of the chickpeas around the edges, and then we will blend again. So I'm gonna blend this just one more time. Great, now this is done. So I'm going to remove my blade, and then I'm gonna transfer my dough into this bowl so that we can serve it and also so that I can stir in the chocolate chips. This recipe is really nice because it's almost like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, except you're using maple syrup instead of jelly, and you're using chickpeas instead of bread. And so it has a lot of fiber in it, but it has all the delicious flavor. So this could actually be used as a lunch or even a breakfast recipe if you wanted something a little bit different. It was actually featured on the meal guides a couple weeks ago. And like I said, it's one of the favorites that it was featured as a grab and go meal. Now I know this is not what you typically think of, but if you are a cookie dough fan and you usually do kind of a snacky lunch or something super easy, you could pair this with maybe some baby carrots or some celery and ranch or something to give you a veggie, but it's actually a really, really healthy dish. So now I'm just gonna add my chocolate chips. This is about 1/2 cup. We're gonna add all of those and stir them in. And then our cookie dough is done. No baking. So there's the consistency of our cookie dough. So have a couple scoops and you can enjoy. I'll taste it. If you like peanut butter, this recipe is for you. So enjoy, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Take care.